All right. Come on, Walter. Tell me what's going on. You haven't been running all night. And it's frickin' freezing in here. I know you're on. That's blinking. So that tells me that you're plugged in at least. And I don't see any leaks. Everything seems fine. There's nothing going wrong with the AC next to you. So why aren't you turned on? Did the boy turn you down to nothing again? I mean, that happened once before. You've heard a lot of stories in here, haven't you? So many more than other people have heard. Because you get to hear all the stories I delete. Is that what's wrong? You're just sick of all the stories? I'm trying to make a booth. I promise. But it's like 31 degrees in here, man. You need to turn on. Please. Pretty please. Anytime. Fine. I don't see what the problem could be, and I don't have the money to call a mechanic or a plumber or I don't know. I guess a plumber. I don't. Who do you even call when? Who do I call? See how lost I am without you, Walter? This is what I get. It's got to be all the jokes online, huh? That's what it's got to be, right? All the attention you receive. You know, you make appearances any other time. You kick on every time it's inconvenient, but not this time. No, not this time. Not the one time I need you to kick on. It's cold in here, man. This thing we have where you are the behind the scenes star of my work. You show up on live streams, no problem. But the house is freezing and you won't kick on. Oh, I suppose I shouldn't be blaming you. You're not what heats the house. You're just what heats the water. But I like blaming you. It makes it easier. It's singular. And because you're next to the heater and air conditioner, it's guilt by association. And you're mad at that, aren't you? If I promise to be more specific, will you kick on for me? No. All right, fine. I'm going back there. I'm going back there because there's got to be a leak or a unplugged cord or something. Something has to be wrong, and I'm going to find out what it is, and your silence is deafening. So, I guess get ready to be heavily comforted by Ed. I know it wasn't the boy. It sure as heck wasn't the girl. Let's see. You know, you are covered in dust. I should be cleaning you more often. But I get worried about getting around you and making things right because I have no idea what's going on around here, and you are always just a silent, stoic reminder of the reality that I have to live in. I don't get to jump into my stories and be Lawrence or Vincent or Elias or any of the characters in between. I guess it's just that you're my anchor, in a way. Huh. I made an audio called talking about an anchor. You heard that. You've heard them all. You've heard them all the way back with the very first creepy neighbor. The very first one. Hi. I was so nervous when I did that. I couldn't talk. That dramatic pause that makes that hi so creepy is not because it was intentional. It was because I was just so damn nervous. I'm always nervous. I'm always nervous. Every time. Every time I hit this record button, it's jitters. Am I good enough to do this? But you were a outstanding audible thorn in my side. You would kick on at the worst times. Every time. Every time I definitely needed you to not jump in, you jump in. And you were always yourself. I mean, what else could you be? You're a water heater, right? I mean, I'm completely nutso at this point because I'm talking to a water heater. I mean, mind you, I'm more talking to myself while I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with my water heater because it's not turning on. When the answer should be, I should have just started an audio. You know, I could do that now. I could just walk away from you right now and turn this on. But that almost feels like calling the thunder, you know, asking for more trouble than it's worth. And I don't think it addresses the problem. I won't get this thing fixed. I won't have this matter resolved unless I actually stick with you. And it's not like I'm going anywhere. I mean, I didn't die in a coma, so now you're just stuck with me until, you know. But not you, buddy. At least not till you go. And statistically, that means that you're probably going to go first. But and now it's a bit of a foot race between the two of us. I know I sure don't have much longer. Oh, don't you start. I know you're not talking, but don't start. We both know that once I came back from this coma thing, that it's all borrowed time. Don't give me that look. I see that look. It's not my reflection, it's the look on your face. I'm not going quietly, and I ain't going quickly. But I sure am going. And you're going to have nice, loud stories from me right up until the end. And if you go and I have to replace you with somebody else, then I will. And then they can have the stories, and you can carry them with you to wherever they take water heaters. You know, this got a lot more morbid than I wanted to. There it is. There's the problem. Why was that like that? Huh. Well, now that this is back where it belongs, you can go back to being the dependable water heater that you are. You go burr, so I don't go burr. You know, I really can't do this without you. In a way. I mean, I suppose I could, but it's not going to be the same. And, I don't know if there's any Deus Ex Machina thing going on, but, if there is, thanks. Thanks for being the only audience I had at first. Thanks for being my biggest supporter, or at least the longest running one. Alright, Walter. I'm gonna go back upstairs and, hopefully you'll help heat the house again. Because it's cold, and, I need my sleep. Later.